Danny Flexon here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined once again by the WBO mandatory super lightweight challenger, Jack Catterall. Jack, how are you?
All good, thank you. Just enjoying a couple minutes of sun before it probably starts raining. But yeah, well, all good, thank you.
We know what that's like. Although you are seemingly happy soaking up the rays, you should be in Las Vegas right now. Just tell us a little bit about that and why it's been delayed.
Yeah, I was at the airport yesterday morning, and I know that it's difficult now to travel with all the restrictions. I've took all the precautionary measures, done the COVID test, got the letter from the government. I think there was a miscommunication at the airport. Hopefully, got a call later this afternoon with the airline. Hopefully, they can reschedule for tomorrow. I can get back out there to watch the fights on Saturday night.
And are you just going predominantly to watch the fight, or are you doing some media work while you're over there? What's the plan?
So I'm going over as part of Chantel's Cameron's fight team. I'll be helping in the corner on fight night. That's a week on Saturday, May the 29th. But also I'll be going for this Saturday for Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, his undisputed clash. Obviously, I've got an interest in watching that fight.
And May 29th, that's on the Haney Linares bill. Chantel Cameron defending her world title against Melissa Hernandez, of course. How much do you enjoy kind of, rather than being in there yourself, working the corner for one of your stablemates?
You know what? It'd be nice. Chantel's a great person, great fighter, WBC champion. She's got a mandatory defence. So I'm looking forward to going in and soaking up a fight week where there's not the pressures of making weight and all the media obligations. I can sit back and can watch Chantel soak it all up and enjoy her first fight in Las Vegas. And God willing, she'll come home with a successful defence.
Taylor Ramirez, as you say, is this Saturday, your WBO mandatory challenger, and have been for a lengthy amount of time. Now they're actually about to, cross swords and get in there this Saturday. Is there a sense of relief on your part that your own career can move on?
There is massively. And, I was when lockdown first happened, I think it was like March last year, I was waiting for Ramirez to box Postel, and that fight got delayed 3 times. It was meant to be in China, and then there was a date in America that got delayed, and it got delayed again. I was meant to go to all them fights, and then lo and behold, it's unfolded as it's unfolded. I was told to, was in a position where I stepped aside and let the undisputed clash go ahead. Hopefully, I get a little bit of credit for letting this fight go ahead, because I could have put my little spoiler in and fought for the WBO title. But hopefully, once they've fought on Saturday night, I'm expecting a good fight. Once they've boxed, it'll be clear then who I'm facing for the title later this year.
If you'd known how long you were going to be waiting, would you have still agreed to step aside?
You know what? I've been in a good position, but a difficult position for the last 2 years with being mandatory. And then before that, waiting, I was number 1. And it's been difficult because it's like, what fights do you take in between? Do you take high risk, low reward? Low risk, low reward fights. It's been quite difficult, but you know what? I've no regrets. I've stuck to my decision. Ultimately, I'm still mandatory. I've been training. I'll be out there at weekend, and I do believe, regardless of who wins and what the world or the universe decides to throw at me, I'll fight for that world title this year.
You got back out after a year of inactivity in November against a durable opponent, dropped him a couple of times and went the distance. Were you quite glad to get the rounds in, given how long you've been out the ring?
Yeah, there was probably a bit of frustration going into that fight. No, sorry for getting his name. I forgot my opponent's name, but he was a tough competitor. He was 14-2. The 2 losses that he had on his record were questionable. It was a good, tough opponent. So to get 10 rounds out and have him down a couple of times after a year out the ring, it was a good feeling. It was a strange one, no crowd, but I guess that's what we've had to adapt to. But yeah, and then I've had the questions of, am I going to fight again in between? Is there going to be another tick-over fight? But I've stuck to my guns. I'm going out to America, fingers crossed tomorrow. I've got some guys over there sorting some sparring out, and obviously I can take care of my own training. I'm just going to stay prepared now. I'm living the life, and hopefully we have an outcome on Saturday which will which will indicate how it's going to unfold for me.
Presumably, you're only staying out there until after Chantel's fight, but you'll be doing sparring and training while you're out there for that week or so.
Yeah, so I've been training and sparring at home. Jamie's reached out to some guys from Top Rank. I've got a few friends out there in Vegas as well, so hopefully we'll get some good sparring out there for a week or two and get back home, hit the ground running, and I don't think it'll be too long before there's talks of what's going to happen.
Have you or any of your team already had preliminary discussions with anyone from either Taylor or Ramirez's team about what their plans are should they win?
MT Global have spoke to them, and there is plans in place for any outcome on Saturday night. I guess it's just, again, being patient for another few nights to see who wins, and then I'll be straight on the phone on Monday morning, chomping at the bit, ready to fight whoever.
I mean, if the winner does choose to vacate, whether to move up or for any other reason, the next person in the WBO ratings after you is Liam Paro, unbeaten Australian southpaw. His team seem quite keen on a fight with you for a vacant belt. Ideally, they want to bring you over to Queensland.
Yeah, I mean, a few of Liam's Instagram buddies have popped up a few times, and I'm open to that fight. Obviously, for me, it's hopefully a Taylor win, and the fight back at home in Scotland that's been talked about over the last couple of months. He wants a homecoming fight, and I'd be more than happy to head up to Scotland and do a job up there. But stranger things have happened. If one of them wins and decides to vacate and move up, or for whatever reason, I can't get the winner. Number 2, Liam Paro, we can get it on.
Now, although it will be a massive fight for the UK, you and Taylor anyway, would it make it even sweeter for you if you had to go to Scotland? Most fighters don't like conceding home advantage, but beating someone of that caliber in their backyard, that would be pretty special.
Yeah, you've got to understand he's already unified champ. He's going for undisputed. If it's his wish to fight in Scotland, then the cards are in his favour. But like I said to somebody last week, that would be an opportunity that I relish. You look at the fights that I've had, obviously not of this magnitude, but in the past I've been to Liverpool to fight Tom Stalker. I've been to Sheffield to fight Tyrone Nurse. I've been to Belfast to fight Tyrone McKenna. They always seem like I've been put in that position where I've had to travel to them. And you know what? I think that's what brings out the best in me. And
obviously, you said last time you spoke to one of our reporters, you think Taylor's going to come out on top. You think he'll have too much skill and versatility for Ramirez. Has anything happened in the last few months to change your opinion?
You know what? No, I've not seen. Ramirez hasn't been posting too much. Obviously, they're both working hard for the fight, but no, I stand by my decision. I think Taylor just got a few more tricks in his box opposed to Ramirez. But I mean, no matter what happened on Saturday, I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever if Ramirez grinded the win out. That wouldn't surprise me. So ultimately, I'll be going and I'll be excited just to watch them both.
Which of the two, if either, suits your style better?
Both of them, I'd say, but two totally different fights. You've seen I box quite a few southpaws, and I've adjusted well to boxing southpaws. And you know what, I like the idea of fighting Taylor, another southpaw. And then you look at Ramirez, more of a traditional Mexican fighter, very tough, come forward. I think it'd be a lot easier to. I think Ramirez would be a lot easier stylistically to prepare for than Taylor, but two totally different fights, and that'd be a case of seeing who wins, and if I were to fight one of the champions, just nailing down the right training, the right sparring for that fight.
Whoever does win on Saturday, where do you think they kind of rank in the pound for pound rankings at that point?
You know what, Danny, I'm not the best analyst to be asking, but you know what? They'd be right up there. They've got to be in the top 5, haven't they?
Which means you'd be right up there should you beat the winner.
Yeah, they've got to be in the top 1 or 2 then, haven't they? And then when I beat them...
Now I've said that, yeah.
You know what? It's been talked about, and it's not been done for... You'll know better than I do. It's not been done for so many years. I don't know when the last time it was done in the 140 division, but it's Crawford, a massive achievement.
Maybe, 4 years ago now? Crawford did it, didn't he?
Crawford 4 years ago. And for me, the fight's probably not got the spotlight on it deserves. I mean, I follow all the right channels to see the stuff, but I don't feel like enough people know about the fight. So let's hope Taylor wins. We can bring it back here and get a massive fight in the UK, and then it can be talked about.
Well, I'm glad we're doing our bit now to kind of build it up. But yeah, you're right. It's surprising that none of the bigger TV channels have picked it up in the UK, for example.
Yeah, it's a massive fight. So, and you know what? They've both earned the right to be there. It should be down everyone's necks. Everyone should know about it. But it is what it is. They're both ready. Everything looks set to go, which is good considering what's been going on in the world. I thought this fight was never going to happen, and both teams have got it over the line, and it's here now.
How excited are you by the prospect of fighting the winner? Because it is likely to be an absolute mega fight, the type of fight you dream about when you're a kid getting into boxing.
Of course, and I've been boxing now probably 7-8 years professional, done everything asked of me, beat everybody put in front of me. And like I've said, I've been ready for these challenges, these big opportunities. And man, if I get the winner of this one, it don't come much bigger than that, and I'll thrive at that opportunity.
Great stuff. Well, I'm going to wish you the very best, particularly for your flight tomorrow. Hope that all sorts itself out. And
Fingers crossed.
Look forward to catching up maybe when you get back from the US.
Top one, Danny. Thank you very much.